Hello internet, it's me, Leo, and it is not a Tuesday. I'm uploading on a Wednesday because I tried to upload the video yesterday and bad things happened. YouTube did not work for me, so I thought, cut my losses, try again today, because I'm home early from school today. Wahey! I'm going to the hospital though. Anyway, gender therapy in tea is the topic of discussion for today. I have literally nothing to say about testosterone because I haven't started on testosterone. All I can say about testosterone is that go for it. If you're lucky enough to be on tea, then I'm jealous of you. But overall, I think it's important for a lot of people, but it shouldn't be expected that a trans guy should go on tea. If there's a trans guy who's like, I'm comfortable enough, I don't need to go on tea, then that's fine. Leave him alone, he can do what he wants, it's his body. Don't expect trans people to go on tea. But then again, don't underestimate the importance of a trans person going on hormones. Basically, is my general view on testosterone. I mean, I want testosterone, obviously, it's like tea is like this wonderful thing that I want. I really want a cup of tea now. Like, a cup of tea, not like, I don't want a cup of testosterone. I can just sort of bathe myself in. I don't know, how can I? I'm sorry. I've had a long day. It's obvious. Right, anyway, gender therapy. I can talk about gender therapy. I've been trying to get gender therapy on the NHS for about a year and a half now. It hasn't been going too spectacularly. 6 months ago I saw a psychiatrist, and I asked him for a referral. Or something of the sort, and he told me that I wasn't transgender because I haven't been feeling this way since I was a child, which, in my esteemed opinion, is utter bollocks, because if you look at the diagnosis page for adolescents, it says that an adolescent should be referred for gender therapy if they've been having strong feelings like this for 6 months, and I had been feeling like that for significantly longer, so go figure. But yeah, that was a fun time. But then again, I am lucky that that wasn't my only appointment with a psychiatrist. And yeah, I had to wait another 6 months for another one, which has just happened. But for a lot of guys, it's so much more difficult to get appointments with a psychiatrist, so I count my blessings that I was even able to talk to one, to be honest with you. I mean, it didn't go well, but at least I could have that thing. Yeah, I saw my psychiatrist last week, and he said there's a gender clinic in London. If I couldn't self-refer, he's going to see what he can do. So I'm going to hopefully be starting gender therapy on the NHS pretty soon. I also have experience with private gender therapy. I had one session, which was it was actually really helpful. And then after that session, my mum banned me from ever having therapy again, basically to do with my gender, because she said that they were lying to me. They were putting ideas in my head and I wasn't actually transgender, which was an incredibly fun conversation to have, as you can imagine. However, this particular therapist was really good. I think people definitely underestimate how useful gender therapy can be. I think that more weight should be placed on it. It is a very important stepping stone between realising you're trans and getting any sort of medical treatment, I think. I mean, therapy technically is medical treatment, but I mean, like tea or whatever, or surgery is incredibly important. And I know a lot of places do require you to have therapists' letters before you have tea, but I think it's always worth, I mean, if the resources are available. If you have to pay for the therapist appointments, it's a different matter if you can't afford them, but I think if the resources are open to you, it's always good to be able to talk to a therapist very frankly about how you're feeling with regards to your gender, because it can be a difficult thing to broach with a lot of people. You do require trained specialists to talk about it with, because it's an incredibly difficult subject for people who don't understand it. And yeah, often, especially if you're just starting out and coming to realise that you're trans, I think it's very important to be able to see a therapist on that, just so you know that you have some professional support. I think it's a good feeling. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on this matter. Also, I will say that the therapist I saw was very good, and yeah, she was private. I don't know the exact, I think it's about £35 a session. She's in the UK, but she can do IMing on Skype, so I'm assuming she's open to people from the US and other places as well. I mean, I thought it was quite reasonable, but I'm a disgusting member of the bourgeoisie, so yeah, it might be different for other people, but basically what I'm saying is if you would like me to tell you her contact details, you can send me an ask on Tumblr, and I'll put my link below doing the pointy thing like Aiden said. Yeah, so feel free to do that if you fancy, because she's very good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry that this video was really late, and I'm gonna go now because I'm kind of running over, but yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a brilliant one. Thank you. Bye.